So here we're just going to go over a couple of strategies to try and pass our opponent's guard and trying to get some punches in. So if someone has a really tight guard, often throwing punches from the outside here, it is quite difficult to get in. If you've got a lot of power and you're just sort of throwing hard, even if you come into the opponent's guard, you can still cause some damage or at least pressure them back. These techniques are more so trying to get the punches in, get the punches to land in order to set up kicks, or just to sort of chip away, score points and control the fight. So we're going to go through one setup for the front hand, one setup for the backhand. For the front hand, we're essentially just trying to move our guard inside our opponent's guard. So if our opponent is defending here with the right hand, if I go to throw my left hand, like, she's most likely to parry it, okay? It's going to be very difficult to get through because she sees it coming and then she meets it with that hand, okay? So what I want to do is literally just move my hand inside, and then it might mean bringing it across the body slightly, but I'm trying to move inside her guard and then throw the technique from there. Okay, so it's really just a change in the position. So instead of throwing from out here or moving in and throwing at the same time, I'm basically moving my hand inside the guard and then throwing from there.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please check out my book, The Science of Striking, a complete guide to strength and conditioning for combat sports.
For the backhand, what I like to do is just a quick tap of the front hand. Now, depending on your rule set, even too much of a hook of that front hand may be a penalty. So you need to be careful in terms of how strict the rule set for your organisation is. But we're not really grabbing. All we're doing is tapping and bringing that hand down, and then turning that into a straight punch. Okay? So again, because we're already slightly extended with these techniques, we're not going to get a ton of power. So it's more about technique and timing. But to optimize the power, you really want to have the hips involved. So before you start to turn and load into the punch, you do the tap, and then you time the hip movement with the punch as it comes in. You might also want to, rather than tapping down and forward, you may want to tap down and back so that you're getting a little bit of retraction, and that'll allow you to get a little bit more distance and power in the punch. So instead of going here and then out, we're going to tap, bring the hand slightly down towards us, and then we get a little bit of recoil and retraction to be able to punch. Okay, so have a play around with these, just drilling, throwing one after another, and have your partner try to defend these techniques and not make it too easy for you. And then once you're comfortable with this, start to include it in your